Hey guys, Nick with P&H Lawn Care, solo operation here in East Tennessee. If you're new to the channel, if you're returning to the channel, welcome back guys. One of the most frequently asked questions to lawn care people is, what do you do in the winter? Nobody ever asks teachers what they do in the winter, or in the summer, but we get asked all the time, what do you do in the winter? Second of all, a question I got asked recently, and a question I get asked often is, how do you make it through the winter? Financially, mentally, all that. So financial wise, I want to address it in three different parts. We're going to talk about financial planning, diversifying your business, and number three is other employment besides your lawn care business. Now, I would like to also, if I can figure out throughout the course of this video, how to address the other thing that plagues us, and that's seasonal depression, because I know it's almost like clockwork in my brain. Whenever they fall back, and we fall back an hour, and it's dark at 5:30, 6 o'clock, 5 o'clock, I hate it. I despise it. I pray every year. I'm like, please don't do it. Please don't do it. It's already getting dark early as it is. Like, I think last night, well before 8 o'clock, it was dark. So, and I can understand not staying daylight till 9, but dark at 5:30. Oh man, come on. But anyway, the point of this video, how can you make it financially through the winter? We'll get started on that, but I've got work to do, so let's talk about it throughout the day. Okay, guys, let's go. And it's wet, very, very wet. This is the first time I've seen sun since like Tuesday. We had 2 days of rain. It rained this morning, foggy as could be. And you guys that are experiencing drought are like, Nick, shut up. We'll take all that rain you can get. Guys, whether it won't quit raining or you desperately need rain, it costs us money either way. But anyway, that's not the point of today's video. Let's go, guys. I'm gonna try and get this. Can you all see the size of that spider web? It goes all the way down there. That thing, unreal. I hate spiders, so I don't want to walk through that later. Okay, I'm not sure. We're going to talk about the financial part of it first. Okay, I'm not sure what order I should go in, so I'm just going to, since I don't write any of this stuff down, don't have a script I go by, I'm just going to go through it as it pops in my head. First and foremost, pay yourself a paycheck. If you're like, I know some of y'all that we've chatted back and forth, you're going into it full time next year. If this is your first year, next year start doing this. But you're used to working for a company and getting a paycheck every week. So that's how you've got to do this. Determine how much you're going to pay yourself each week. Put all the money into the business account and then cut yourself a check and live off of that. Everybody in this industry will tell you that. You've got to treat yourself as an employee, because it's solo lawn care business. You only have one employee. So you've got the business and then you're getting a paycheck. Okay, that's the first and foremost thing. Second of all, there's three things you better be putting back for. Whenever you're making anywhere between $500,000, $1,500 a day in this business, you just think you can throw this money around like crazy. But the first and foremost thing you better be putting back for is income tax. So now there's a list of them. I'm just going to go over three, and I know you guys will grow the list in the comments, but Be sure that you are putting back money for income tax, because you're going to get hit with a big bill, and you probably won't have all the cash to do it if you're not putting back for it. So be sure to do that. Number two, you got to live this winter, so you better be putting money back for the off season. Number three, maintenance on all your stuff. You got to keep this stuff running. So that's three things that you need to be putting back, so you're sure to have it, because if you can't keep your equipment running, guys, you're out of business. So I hope I don't spark any controversy with this, but kind of do a Dave Ramsey method. Yeah, he's big in the envelope. So we're going to put some money in this envelope for this. We're going to put some money in this envelope for this. We're going to put some money in this envelope. And by the time you fill up all the envelopes that you need to fill up, you're going to look and you're going to go, well, I don't have very much money. That's great, because then you're going to live off of that little bit of money, but you've got all this money over here. Does that make sense? So whenever you need this money, it's there, and you're living off this, not, I just made $1,000 today, so I'm going to go buy whatever. I can't even think of anything I want right now. So I'm going to go buy this. No, don't do that. That's just one method I'm trying to tell y'all, but you're going to need money for those three things. And like I said, the comment section will grow it. Now, this brings me to another question, rhetorical question. What is the biggest expense? My off season starts right before Christmas. I usually don't go back to work till February. My phone starts ringing in February. So in that length of time, let's say 6 to 8 weeks that we're off, what is the biggest expense that you have? I'm not talking about your car payment, your house payment. That stuff is just consistent that you're going to always have. You're always going to have a house payment. You're always going to have insurance, cell phone bill, blah, blah, blah. But what expense, and I'll give you a hint, every year, same time, you're going to have this expense. Christmas. If you got kids, it's going to cost a lot. If you got a wife, a girlfriend, it's going to cost a lot. So I encourage you to do this. When I was saying these little envelopes, almost every bank or credit union that you do banking with has a Christmas club or something like that. As soon as you mow your first blade of grass in the spring, start feeding that in. Start feeding that into your Christmas club. You don't have to do a whole lot. Just do it each week. Put a little bit in there and you won't even miss it. And then whenever it comes time to go Christmas shopping, you're not pulling out credit cards or anything like that. You're pulling out money, or you're using your debit card out of your Christmas account. So that's what's going through my head right now financially to help you guys prepare yourself for the off season. So that's the finances part of it. And like I said, y'all, there's a plethora of knowledge out here and the guys that watch this channel. So the comments will grow that. Next, we're going to talk about diversifying your business, but I got to go get some lunch because I'm starving. All right. Okay, let's talk about part two, diversifying your business. So if you can keep working longer after the season's over or before the season starts the next year, the better off you're going to be, right? You're going to make more money, and that's going to get you through the winter, correct? Okay, so what do you mean, Nick? How can I diversify my business? Sorry about that. Well, for one thing, what's coming up right now? Leaf season. So you can go out and buy you a EBZ 9000. You can buy you a BR 800. You can buy you a Echo 90 PB 9010T, something like that, and get you started. You've already got the clients. Hit up your mowing clients first. Neighbors will see you come out, that sort of thing. You'll pick up business and keep going into the fall. So leaf cleanup, there's a way to diversify your business. Personally, I do landscaping also. I do mulch beds, do small tree trimming as we've talked about before. hedge trimming, that sort of thing. You can do that. Add that to your arsenal, because I've already told my clients second week in October is whenever I'm going to start doing fall cleanups, getting all the hedges trimmed, getting everything cut back, all that, because we're still having high 70s, low 80s temperatures, and we're still getting rain, so everything's still growing fine. So it's not starting to go dormant yet, knock on wood. So that's prime time to do it. So that'll get you more revenue coming in. I like this idea, and I'm seeing this business pop up a lot, and that is junk removal. It doesn't even have to be junk removal, though. You can deliver topsoil, deliver rock, anything you can do with a dump trailer. You can put out the advertisement. If you have a dump trailer or you want to go purchase one, that will keep bringing you in revenue. I got a buddy that has 4 or 5 of those things, and he keeps money coming in year round just off his dump trailer, either hauling stuff for people, delivering stuff for people, renting them out to people that are remodeling houses and stuff. You can park it in the front yard of the house that they're remodeling, so they can throw all the stuff out in it, and then you go pick it up, dump it, and you charge them that way. He keeps money coming in year round just renting dump trailers. Snow removal. It all depends on what area you're in. If you can do that, you can get into snow removal. So that's going to take you into the spring. And then, guys, get on it in January. Tell your customers, tell your potential customers, look, let's start doing these spring cleanups in February, because March we're going to start mowing. And once we start mowing, that's what we're going to be doing. We're not going to have time for this. So I actually start spring cleanups, and not necessarily planting, but cleaning up, mulch jobs, stuff like that in February. So this should keep money coming in and generate revenue. Now we're condensing it from being dead time for 8 to 12 weeks. We're squeezing it down to where you're only going to be dead 2 to 4 weeks, if that. So diversify your business, offer more services to your clients, and yeah, that's going to help you get through the winter or the off season. Okay, let's go mow some more yards, and we'll talk about the third thing. All right, guys. Part 3. Our main goal is just to have our business and only work for ourselves. That's why we want to do this. We want to be our own boss, own our own business. We don't like working for other people or whatever the reason, but our goal and our dream is to build up a business that we can sustain and will provide for us, and not have to go back and punch a clock or make somebody else rich. But our number one obligation is to provide for our family. Now, if you're single, that's great, but if you're married or married with children, you've got a job to do, and that's to keep them fed, clothed, housed, spending money and all that year round. So I'm saying that to say this: it's not humiliating to get a job in the off season. More people in this industry do it than admit that they do it. A lot of times it gets you out of the house, for one thing, so you're not driving your wife crazy, you're not going bored. It also helps with that other topic I was discussing, seasonal depression, because you're not sitting around, you're actually doing something. But it keeps money coming in. Is it going to be the money that you're bringing in the throw of things whenever everything's busy and this money's just coming in? No, probably not. But what it is going to do is keep you from touching the money you've been putting back all summer. It'll probably pay your cell phone bill, pay your power, pay the water, maybe pay your car note, that sort of thing. But it keeps money coming in, so you're not going hungry, or you're not having to dip in to stuff you should not be touching. And there's no shame in it, guys. We can't, not everybody can build up a business that's going to sustain you year round in the first 2, 3, 4, 5, sometimes even 5 years. So don't beat yourself up over it. It's okay. And a lot of guys that have a successful business still get a part-time job or a full-time job in the off season. So it's okay. I know that's not what you want to do, Nick. I didn't go into this, so I just had to go back and get a job again. You do what you got to do. That's the bottom line. Sometimes you just do what you got to do, and there's no shame in it whatsoever. It may not be what you want to do, and it may be eating a little crow or whatever, but it doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, you're providing for your family and being a good spouse, good father. All right, so that's my spiel on how to get through the winter. Number one, finances. Number two, diversify your business. And number three, don't be ashamed to go out and work for somebody else for a couple months. I've even heard of this, guys. Some people will go and get a job for a couple months in the off season that has health benefits, and they'll go get their teeth fixed or their whatever done in those couple of months while they got benefits, because they know whenever they go back to lawn care, they don't have any. So that's another. So hope you stuck around for that little tidbit. Guys, I hope you have a great weekend. If you enjoyed the video, hit the thumbs up. I'd love it even more if you'd subscribe, and I'll be coming back with more tidbits for us solo lawn care guys. And like I said, at the end of every one of them, guys, I will catch y'all in the next one. All right, have a good weekend.